Curtis Strange and his friends, Bruce Litsky, Don January, and Miller Barber present the 1996 Curtis Strange Weyerhaeuser Shrine Classic. The Shrine Hospitals have been helping families for 73 years. It is known as the world's greatest philanthropy, with 19 orthopedic hospitals and 3 burn centers that are fully funded. The staggering medical cost for specialized care runs into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in many cases out of reach for families of burn victims, spinal cord injuries, or bone diseases.
I didn't know if my baby was going to live or die. He told me, well, don't worry, and it's free. You know, everything is free. We're going to take care of your baby, do the best we can. And they did. I can't express my feelings enough, thank them enough for what they did. They gave me my baby back.
Thanks to the Shrine organization, the services at the Shriners Hospitals are free and are providing miracles to children and their families every day. The Curtis Strange Weyerhaeuser Shrine Classic. The greatest names in golf. Curtis Strange.
Mr. Arnold Palmer.
Jay Haas.
Fuzzy Zeller.
Hubert Green.
Freddie Boom Boom Couples.
Nancy Lopez.
Julie Inkster.
And Peter Jacobson, just to name a few. The Classic began in 1990.
And by 1996, Curtis had responded with a little more history. The men who paved the way for golfers like himself, for golfers like Couples and Haas and Jacobson. They were the seniors -1.
I'm pretty sure my first tournament victory. That was kind of the thing that I guess that I dreamed about as a kid. I always just wanted to go out and play the PGA Tour, and I only had to play about a year and a half to do it, and it was at the 1977 Tucson Open. I made an 85-foot putt to beat Gene Littler in a playoff, and that's probably the proudest. I've won other tournaments since then, and some of them may be more important in stature, but that was probably the proudest moment.
Well, I think obviously it would be in 1988 at the Country Club in Brookline. For a lot of different reasons. It was my first win in a U.S. Open, but it was in a playoff. It was against the reigning British Open champion Nick Faldo. It was in Boston. It wasn't a tee parter, but it got close to it on Monday in the playoff. A month before, it was building because I was playing my best golf, and Hale Irwin had called me the best player in the world and put a lot of pressure on me, and I didn't like that because I hadn't won a major. And the very next tournament to come up and come to the Country Club and play well and have a chance to win and finally win, I couldn't write a better script.
Well, I guess I'd have to say it would be when I, from a professional standpoint, when I won my first professional golf tournament back in, I'm dating myself now, back in 1963, the old Cajun Classic down in Lafayette, Louisiana. And we got rained out Saturday, had to play 2 rounds Sunday, and I remember it never got above like 30 that day, and we played 36 holes, and I shot a 65-67 to win the tournament. And Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer were playing for the money title that particular week, and whoever won the most money that particular tournament was the leading money winner for the year. And I never forget it, when they were presenting me the check, they were leaving their airplanes, and I kind of looked up, waved, and said, "Bye, guys," because I'd won the tournament.
It goes back to 1961. I thought I had won the PGA in '61. We were playing in Chicago, Olympia Fields, and we played 36 holes the last day because we had a rain out. And I had shot a good morning round, was leading, and was leading till the last 3 holes. And Jerry Barber, hole 3 putts, 16th hole about a 20-footer, 17 about 40 feet, and 18 at 60 feet to tie me. And then he beat me in the playoff the next day. So it took me at least a year to get over that. I just, I checked my morals and everything else. But then I kind of felt like it was due that I win, and I won it in the playoff myself. We had played.
On this day, there was mutual respect.
These guys still have way more of my money in their pockets than I have of theirs. But I'll tell you what they also did during those times of shooting bars at us on the golf course. They also were showing us how to play the game of golf, and in particular how to play that golf course that we were playing. In between the collecting our money and teeing off on number one, they would tell us something about that golf course that we needed to know, because we were brand new on the tour, and that's been advice that I've been able to carry with me for 21 or 22 years, and I've always appreciated that. And I don't think I realized it until they've been gone, and I haven't seen these guys in a long, long time since they've been on the senior tour, and I've stayed on the regular tour.
And there was some ribbing, too.
They wanted to play from the front tee.
They want to play from the front tee. They're not going to do that.
I'm not going for that. I'm not going.
You know, they also have carts, so there's nothing else we can do for them, huh?
Do you still have Red Rover?
Red Rover.
Red Rover, please let me cross over.
Come over. See, that's that needle. It's already started. I'd never heard that. And you'll find out today that I hit the ball left to right all the time. And so I'm always aiming down the left rough or left side of the fairway. And I'd hear Don standing back there, and he'd start calling me Rover. And I said, what's Rover? He said, Red Rover, come over. And boy, I hit a big old snap.
And just who would play with whom? Well,
If I had my choice, I don't know what I'd do. I'll be truthful with you. I'd probably go for Cinnamon and Precious and I. This is Precious over here. Precious and I would have to try the two youngsters.
and so it was set. Barber and January versus Strange and Litsky.
They came down to Carolina to meet Strange and play a skin, looking for some pars and birdies and hope to see the fans again. But now the games are played for the Shriners. They're taking care of local kids. Walk out on the local golf course and put those four golfers in. Can't you make them fall in, honey? Can't you give them seniors a break? You got Don on your left, Ed's to your right, and you got Dickie for heaven's sake. Oh, 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 oh. You got Don to your left, Ed's to the right, and you're the only skin in town. They were picking on Strange and Red Rover. Let's make some skins today, but they can't make them fall with a PGA ball, so they're off to find another way. But the money is good for the classic, and it helps to lighten up the load. Strange breaks the tie as the putts go by, and the seniors have a par for the road. Can't you feel them closing in, Precious? Can't you feel them slicing around? You got Strange to the left, Bruce to the right, and you're the only one that's down. Then they turned on to the back nine. It took them 4 holes to see the skin, while looking at some bars and birdies. Now maybe they can get a win, but now they feel like it's almost over, because the kids made all their putts. If you look behind the swing, you can hear them sing of the skins that come with good luck. Now you see 'em falling in precious. Now you see 'em Miller and Don. With Mr. Saints to the left, Bruce to the right, and you're the seniors, the only ones. You got Triners to the left, Classic to the right, and it's the only game in town. They came down to Carolina to meet strange and play a skin, looking for some pars and birdies, and hope to see the fans again. But now the games are played for the Shriners. They're taking care of local kids. Walk out on the local golf course and put those four golfers dead.